Does the holiday special actually have ships in it? I didn't think to check before settling on this video idea a couple weeks ago. I sure hope so, or this'll be a real short one. Chances are you've never seen the Star Wars holiday special. I can say that with confidence because it was only broadcast on TV once and never officially released anywhere ever again. The only way to watch it is to buy a bootleg VHS or find it on YouTube. The animated segment has been added to Disney+, but the rest of the movie has never seen the light of day. The reason for this is simple. It sucks. It really cannot be overstated how much it sucks. However, it does have some value in being the first ever Star Wars sequel, even predating The Empire Strikes Back. But I'm not here to review it, I'm here to show you all of the ships in it. I've never seen it before, so hopefully this is longer than a YouTube short. Let's begin our investigation, shall we? I'm Joey from Radio Free Coruscant, and this is every ship and vehicle in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
The Star Wars Holiday Special is brought to you by
We open with a short scene of the Millennium Falcon escaping two Imperial Star Destroyers. If you get a sense of deja vu from this scene, it's because all of the exterior shots are reused from A New Hope.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
What do you mean you've seen this? It's brand new.
What isn't reused is the interior of the Millennium Falcon, which appears to have gotten a lot smaller and cheaper looking since the last time we saw it. Next, we see Chewbacca's father, Itchy, carving a wooden X-Wing for his grandson, Lumpy, who runs down the stairs with another one in hand, making what is possibly the worst sound in Star Wars. Later, after 5 minutes of this, Chewbacca's wife and only family member named by someone who didn't hate them, Mala, signs into Kashyyyk traffic control on the family computer. I was given a brief moment of hope that I would have more to write about, but that hope was dashed when the scan revealed no starships in area. Chewbacca's family then starts a FaceTime call with Luke Skywalker, who I suppose must be on a rebel starship of some kind, but we can't tell what from the inside. He is working on one of the laser cannons from his X-Wing, which can briefly be seen in the background. I would also like to point out that this is the first English dialogue since the opening credits 10 minutes ago. No subtitles either. Later, after checking in with a rebel shopkeeper trying to sell trinkets to an Imperial guard, we move to Vader's Star Destroyer, the Devastator, and reuse the shot of two ISDs orbiting Tatooine again.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
After watching a horrendous cooking show with Mala, we go back to the shrunken Millennium Falcon, now embroiled in a fight against 4 TIE fighters. All of the footage is reused, of course, as, let's face it, there's no way they were wasting money on effects shots for this movie. Although I must say, it's very bold to reuse a shot twice in one scene. After an unreasonably long scene of Itchy watching whatever this is in his VR headset,
We can have a good time, can't we? Oh.
the film ends with 2 stormtroopers showing up to arrest the family. Kind of a weird ending, but at least it was short.
The Star Wars Holiday Special will continue in a moment.
Oh, come on. The next starship we see is Jefferson Starship, the band, from real life, in Star Wars. An Imperial guard watches a music video of their song Light the Sky on Fire on the family's computer. While the stormtroopers search their house, Lumpy watches a cartoon about the rebellion. In this cartoon, we see a rebel ring station as well as the Millennium Falcon. The Falcon almost crashes into the station, so Luke, R2, and C-3PO chase after it in a BTL S3 Y-Wing, which you can learn more about in my video from last week. Both ships crash into a moon covered in a pink liquid. The Y-Wing deploys an interesting flotation device which you don't usually see on Star Wars ships, but has to eject the head section after a dinosaur starts to eat the ship. Fortunately, our heroes are rescued by the famed bounty hunter Boba Fett riding his own dinosaur. If you didn't know, this was actually his first ever on-screen appearance. After seeing that the crashed Millennium Falcon also has some flotation devices of its own, we move to a city where we can see several generic-looking flying saucers. I kinda like the one in the foreground, though. I would love to see it again in live action someday. Later, after we discover Boba Fett is working for the Empire, he and Chewbacca leave town on their dinosaur, pursued by some kind of Imperial speeder with a large cannon on the back. After the cartoon is over and the Imperial agents finish ransacking Chewbacca's family home, we witness an Imperial propaganda broadcast called Life on Tatooine, meant to show citizens across the galaxy how good they have it wherever they are. In it we see many of the Tatooine classics, such as the wrecked ship and the Ubrikian 9000 land speeder. Well, not many of the classics, just those two. And a musical number in the cantina starring award-winning actress and comedian Bea Arthur of Golden Girls fame. The Imperials are recalled back to base, but one stays behind to wait to arrest Chewie. He and Han come home and manage to knock the stormtrooper to his doom through the concerningly flimsy railing. With the family reunited, the Life Day celebration can begin. Apparently Wookiees don't need ships, as they just hold these orbs and then appear in space, walking into a glowing portal with many other Wookiees. This portal takes them to a gathering area where Leia gives a speech and sings a Life Day carol. After this, Chewbacca has a flashback to the events of A New Hope for some reason, where we see the Millennium Falcon with the original interior set, another TIE fighter, the Death Star, and another X-Wing. The film ends for real this time, with the family sitting down for dinner back at their home. And that's every ship and vehicle in the Star Wars Holiday Special. There were a lot more than I expected, and the movie itself was simultaneously better and worse than I expected. Honestly, if they cut out the bizarre hologram and VR stuff that Itchy and Lumpy watch, and the other stuff that isn't relevant to the plot, I think it could be salvageable. Though maybe I'm just viewing the rest of it through rose-tinted glasses since the ending was cute. Now that I think about it, I'm struggling to come up with enough good sections to make a coherent plot. I don't know, I guess. As much as I want to say I can't recommend it, it does have a lot of charm. Anyway, let me know in the comments what your favorite ship from the holiday special is, and what you think of the movie in general. Have you seen it before? Do you plan to see it? I'd love to hear from you. Happy holidays, and I'll see you next week. RFC, out.